He came out quick. That's what his deck wants to do, but Woods was able to stabilize, swept the board with a Caldera Hellion, cleaned up with a Ridge Lantern, and Conley Woods takes a 1-game-to-0 lead.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Minamora may have done, what tinkering he may have done after sideboard. I just don't see a lot, or really anything that he wants to bring in.
Makes sense.
We saw Paul go down 1-0 in the quarterfinals also, right?
Yeah, he was down 1-0 and 2-1.
I think it's harder to play ahead or behind the top 8.
I think I'd always rather be ahead. I know what you mean, but a lot of it depends on the individual person's psychology.
I think sometimes when your back's up against the wall, maybe you're a little more liberated to take some chances.
Yeah, maybe. They always, the Steve seems to live that way in the Swiss. Somehow he's always had 2 or 3 losses, like halfway through day 1, and you think he's not going to be relevant to the tournament, and then he wins a bubble match to make day 2, and then 6 rounds later he's in the feature match area playing for top 8. It's like he spends his entire career at X and 3. You should look up that stat, find out, how many matches did Gabriel Nassif have an X and 3 record.
Go.
You see Paul tipped a hand. We see the sideboarded Breath of Malfagor there. Now we're looking at Mitamora's hand. Stinger, Beetle, Carrington. It looks like a Bloodbraid Elf.
These are pretty similar decks.
And again, no 2-drops for Mitamora.
Right.
I mean, he's got Trace of Abundance.
We didn't see one from Paul either. Turn 3 Iguana.
Here comes the Stinger.
That is pretty bad for Paul. Does he have an answer in his hand?
Didn't see one. No, it does not look like it. It's got a Scarlet Phoenix.
I'll ease the sting a little bit. No pun intended. Maybe that pun should have been intended.
Phoenix can be a little bit of a problem for.
Yeah, that guy's going to get big. Bloodbraid into Battle Mage.
Did you see the card there?
Like a Rock's Brute and something else.
Trump Hunter.
Trump Hunter. No white mana for the Battle Mage. I mean, really, the only way he has to use the Battle Mage, now that I'm actually looking at it, is the Trace of Abundance.
Yeah, I mean, they're both red, green, touch black.
It's
very similar deck.
Strictly offensive creature for him. No attack with the Bloodbraid there.
Well, he would have to aggressively pick off the Iguanar now. Which seems okay. Yeah, I don't know. And letting him untap, I mean, Colossal Might here is painful, right? Yeah, I don't know why Minamura didn't just kill the Iguana on his turn.
Well, he just played the...
Really?
No, you're right. He didn't. No, he played the Bloodbraid. Yeah, I'm not sure. Shoots it there.
Or something. Coin.
That was Paul's attack for the turn. Just up there.
Die. A die or a coin.
Looking for a die or something to mark the Scarlet Phoenix.
Oh, there we go. Big. Too big.
sided die.
Go.
Sarsalem Archers.
Bloodbraid heads into the red zone. Minamura's got Bloodbraid Elf, Vithian Stinger, and Naya Battle Mage. Battle Mage is half powered up, and it's the red half. Reitzel defending himself with Sarasalam Archers and Scarland Thrinax that has 1 counter on it.
Or 29. I can't read that die.
Reitzel lines up the Archers as a blocker. Willing to trade.
He also doesn't have the white mana to activate the Archer.
Right. So Scarland Thrinax picks up counter number 2. It's now a 4/4. And Carabid comes down. Pretty big potential attacker.
Contractually obligated attacker.
It's true.
Now Paul's draws do not seem spectacular. Comes another Valley Granite. Probably the same one. So last game.
Must attack. Just the obligatory 4/4. So you block here with Valley
Okay.
Rainer?
Nope, just taking it.
Huh. And no pumps from Minamura. Do you just take that there if you're Paul?
I mean, he's ahead on the board. He's ahead swinging back, right?
How many ahead? 3.
Deadshot Minotaur. Sorry about that.
Now there's a 3/4 that can get to 5/4.
Was there a Deadshot Cyclops?
There's a Blood Rock Cyclops. So Paul trying to figure out what to attack with. 4/4 Scarland Thrinax. 6/3 Valley Rabbit.
He's got the red end of the Battle Mage to contend with.
Right, which means that the Minotaur can be 5/4. Big enough to trade with Scarland Thrinax. Big enough to trade with either creature. This is why I was thinking maybe you block with Valley Rainer, trade with the Carabid, get another counter. Oh, Paul's going aggro. Both creatures head for the red zone. Meanwhile, on the back table, Conley Woods has Flesh Former and all 5 colors of mana. This 5-color deck doing what it was designed to do. Minamura lines up a pair of blocks.
He's going to just take down both guys if he can.
Hoping to take down both guys. Does Paul Reitzel have a trick? Violent Outburst. Which is not actually all that exciting. Saw the Michael Off go by?
Michael Off went by.
Get the Visionary. That's interesting. Paul took the Violent Outburst in, taking out Might of Alara. Might of Alara there is way better. I wasn't in love with that sideboard plan. Like, why is Violent Outburst better than Might of Alara? I mean, I get that Might of Alara is worse if you're bringing in Violent Outburst, but why do you bring in Violent Outburst? I'd rather have an actual giant growth effect. People fall in love with Cascade sometimes. I'm just like, oh, we card advantage.
Potential free spells. Of course, right now the Violent Outburst represents more than just one extra card because now
A Visionary gave him another card, sure. Visionary, can he actually...
So he can sack.
So the minutes, is that actually enough to get the Scarlet Phrynax big now?
Well, the problem is he still has a ping from the Stinger on.
Oh, the ping from the Stinger.
So, what happened here? So, what are you doing? Damage on the stack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You activate this?
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
Both. I think both die.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Paul trying to...
Go.
Plays Rupture somehow.
11.
Okay, so what happened there...
There's a Jungle Weaver.
Oh, wow, Jungle Weaver. Minamura looking great. Yeah, Rifle smashed in, and Minamura played it where he had the Stinger untapped so that he could either ping to finish off the Raynor or throw a ping on the Phrynax if necessary. And the only way Paul could get the Phrynax big enough to survive was by sacking the Raynor, so that was Minamura, Paul was hoping Minamura would sort of preemptively commit his Stinger, but he didn't. Played it right. Put the onus on Paul to start sacking creatures first, and there was just no way for Paul to manage the responses there.
Skeletonizes the Stinger. He drew that Skeletonize off the Visionary, by the way.
Still would rather have had Might of Alara.
Blister Beetle takes out the zombie token.
Wow, this is all Minamura.
Oh, there's a Violent
blowout
Outburst for you.
You know my deck.
And that's game. Minamura takes a blisteringly fast 2 games to nothing lead.
That's funny. So, Paul's like, oh, let me see what you did. Let me
Right,
flip
right.
through your Violent Outburst. And he's like, you know my deck.
Right.
But Paul wants to see if maybe he catches
Some
some
sideboard
card. I gotta tell you, I did not expect Minamura to go up 2-0 very quickly. He was definitely my pick coming into the top 8.
Right.
But listening to Paul, Minamura was a heavy dog here.
Right. How many Americans do you know who claim that their opponents are favored? It's just nothing against Paul.
I'll think of one.
But it's sort of the typical sort of brash American bravado and confidence. It's 5 Americans in this top 8 too, and they're all sort of kind of rooting for each other. Yeah, I'd like to keep this trophy here in the States.
When two non-Americans, 2 Americans in the top 4, and they were leaving lunch. Someone said, obviously it's going to be the
5 Americans, right?
It's obviously going to be the 2 non-Americans in the top 8. And Paul Wright was like, not on my watch, and sort of stormed off confidently.
Right. I think the Violent Outburst there was a little too clever. I think the sideboard thing might have
Long road back now.
See, all the players have lays on for the top 8. Conley Woods was complaining that he got the itchy one.
Back on the back table, Hepke has gotten off a Soul's Majesty. So, grip full of cards for him. Managing to fight the 5-color deck even in the late game.
Examining his hand.
Keeps it.
Go. Go.
Turn 2 Drew to the animal for Paul Reitzel. Now, he had his sideboard Breath of Malfiber also in his hand last game, right? We saw that in his opening grip.
Yep.
Kind of a dead card there.
I like that move. I had no issue with.
Yeah.
I had no issue with the breath. Maybe a 2/2 would have been better, but. Turn 2 Trace.
See how both players accelerating their mana.
Attack, go for Druid, and hits the corner.
A stinger.
Oof. Pair of 1 toughness creatures for Reitzel.
And this is how Mitamora went through to the semifinals, right? Burner had 2 1/1s, he played Stinger.
Yeah.
Unusually early work.
It's just in. Stingers are still good.
And better. One of the reasons people don't pick them, I guess, don't pick them as highly as they were in triple shards, is because you just don't get as many of them.
So you don't get to double up to kill the 2 toughness creatures.
Yeah,
They're
he has
still
2,
fine.
right? There was also a stun sniper that went very late at the table. I wonder if Mitamora had a shot at that.
Yeah, I think he did. But it's not white, so. Meanwhile, on the back table, big Caldera hailing in for Conley Woods. He's up 2-0. This could be a really quick semifinals. Let me know if it goes. Starts getting lost.
Mitamora plays his 4/4, passes the turn. Decides to shoot the elf turn upkeep.
Yeah. Definitely don't want to let him have that mana. No reason.
And he does a turn upkeep because then even if there's a trick, or why wouldn't you do it on his turn then?
Yeah, I think I'd do it on my turn. I don't know.
Maybe he just realized.
Dragon fodder. More 1/1s.
He's going to lose his life in 4-point chunks if he doesn't put something out in the way.
Yep.
16.
Takes it.
Interesting.
It's a little surprising. Mitamora picks up the Hissing Iguana. Land cycles the Sylvan Bounty.
Plays a draw hunter. That was his first pick of the draft.
Yep. Wasn't a great pack. Following it up by Stinger felt pretty good, I'm sure. Reitzel plays land 6.
Big Cabin Thoktar here.
What he needs is a Michael off.
Right now.
Yeah, he is
That would give
falling
him an
behind
8-8.
in a hurry. It doesn't look good. Gets in a point. Not very exciting. Does have the Thoktar. Oh, the quietest spike on Biffy and Stinger. Wow, that is the killer combo that Paul Reitzel was living in fear of. No, wow. This looks like it's a blowout.
Even a Michaelis cannot save him now.
No, sure looks like Mitamura's gonna, there's the hand. Wow, big smile. Kazuya Mitamura in his third top 8 is now gonna play his second